and welcome to another video. We're walking the wild side and I am here in St Anne's. I'm just down the road from Blackpool. In fact, I'm on the main road here. Clifton Drive North, very busy road this. It leads from Blackpool on the promenade side. And I'm just walking past some of these properties here. It's proper swanky here in St Anne's. Like I say, it's just down the road from Blackpool, but I'll tell you what, if you want to buy a house here in St Anne's, you're looking at spending a bit more money than in Blackpool. But I thought I'd come down and take a look around on a Sunday afternoon. I've not been down for a little while to say. I've been to Lytham a few times, which is a bit further down, and Lytham is even more exclusive than St Anne's. So we're going to take a little look around the centre of St Anne's. There's a lot going on. The building, lots of building works, the redesign in the square. We'll take a look at the promenade as well, the pier. Massive beach here at St Anne's, Lytham St Anne's. So we'll go and check that out, shall we? You know, this road here is so busy. We're just over the road, we've got Royal Beach Court Apartments. Got the Royal Seal of Approval here in St Anne's. So this road will take us towards the square. Now just look at these buildings here, aren't they amazing? We don't really have anything quite like these in Blackpool. They're very different styles here down the road in St Anne's, yes. And like I say, it's only down the road. It's only a few minutes down the road, and yet, well, that one over there is being done. And one thing I've said about round here is that you don't really see any properties that are kind of like falling to bits. There's plenty of properties in Blackpool that are been abandoned and fallen to bits, and you don't really get that here in St Anne's. I'll tell you something else about St Anne's as well. It's a lot more leafy than Blackpool. Look at this. No shortage of trees here in Lytham. We're just across from the park. That's Ashton Gardens over there. I might take a little look in there actually. But like I say, just look at these, aren't they grand? Look at the doorways. The doorways are amazing, aren't they? Look at the carvings. They've got, looks like gargoyles on that one there. I think we'll take a look in the park because there seems to be something going on, so we'll go and have a little look and see what this is all about, shall we? Ashton Gardens. I'll tell you what, it's mad busy here now in St Anne's. So this is Ashton Gardens, and what is this? I wasn't expecting this actually. Big festival going on here, look at this. Wow, this is amazing. Look at that, they've even got a tent over there with music in it. Wow, this is amazing. Got loads of catering trucks here, look at this. Look at all these people in St Anne's. I wasn't really expecting there to be anything on, but there you go. It's not just Blackpool, even down the road here in St Anne's they can party. Tell you what, I feel really hungry now, smelling the pizza from that pizza van there. Yeah, that is a really nice smell. I think I'll get myself something to eat in a minute at this rate. Oh, it's a battle to get through all these people, wow. So I've just come down here and I've got a little bit of like a jousting thing for kids, look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? It's all going on here in St Anne's, look at this. And look at the grass. The grass has gone all brown. I mentioned when I was down in Lytham the other week They have the green there, don't they? It's called the green, Lytham Green. Well, it's not green at the moment, it's brown. So they should rename it Lytham Brown. Is this what we've got going over here? Is this an axe throwing competition or something? That was a good shot.
This one will go. You've got to look there where the three.
Okay, that's got.
Yeah, so I thought I'd come down to St Anne's for a bit of a quiet afternoon, and I wasn't expecting anything like this. I usually say it's all going on in Blackpool, don't I? But it's all going on here in St Anne's this weekend. Anyway, I'm just coming away from the attractions, and we're just coming up to the War Memorial, just up here, the centrepiece of Ashton Gardens. Just over there we've got the pavilion, I think it is it the Pavilion Cafe there? So this is Ashton Gardens in St Anne's. It's pretty big. It's not as big as Stanley Park in Blackpool, but I tell you what it is, there's a lot to it. Let's go and have a little look over it. Got a nice little, bit like a small version of Blackpool's Stanley Park's Italian garden down there. Look at that. What do you think to that? That's pretty colourful, isn't it? Here's a little look at the lake. They've got a fountain here. Well, that's one thing that the fountain at Stanley Park doesn't seem to be working at the moment, but it's working here at Ashton Gardens in St Anne's. And it's some more music now coming from up here, the Pavilion Cafe. They've got a band out here as well. Let's go and check them out, shall we? Making a lot of noise. They're only letting so many people in there at once, so I can't really go in there at the moment, but there's the band, they're playing from a van. So there you go, that was a little look at Ashton Gardens. I'm just going to head out a bit now. In fact, it's absolutely mad in there. And you know, I've come down to St Anne's today for a little bit of peace and quiet. I was not expecting all this going on here. St Anne's on the Sea Music Festival, that's what it is there, bank holiday weekend. Well, it all seems to go on right now, doesn't it, under August. So I've just come outside onto this really nice flower bed here. Look at that, isn't it amazing? Anyway, the square's just over there. We'll head towards the square, shall we, see what's going on. You know, I've just checked on the sign outside and it says that the garden's open in 1914, so they're earlier than Stanley Park in Blackpool by 12 years. Anyway, before we head to the square, I just want to quickly show you something. So we've got this nice building here, and that is Gerard's Auction Rooms. Now, if any of you watch those many antique shows on TV, you might have seen that featured in some of them. Now, this is a grand building, isn't it? We've got a bit of an emporium there, if you like browsing your old furniture, antiques, collectibles, jewellery. Yeah, some good stuff in there. Anyway, that was Ashton Gardens, just over there where all the noise is coming from. Let's head into the square. Spot the old bank. And this building is actually available for a long lease. On that board up there, yeah. But like I said before, I mentioned it before when I'm in St Anne's, that the roads are much bigger, wider. Everything seems to be bigger. You know, there seems to be more space. compared to Blackpool, certainly central Blackpool anyway. It's very, very densely populated, and a lot of the streets are very narrow. I mean, even the alleyways in St Anne's are pretty big. Look at that one there, look. It's actually called St George's Lane, that there. Anyway, we've just come up to the square. I just want to quickly show you, this is the old J.R. Taylor store, clothing store, and it's all been turned into like a fancy sort of hotel and restaurant. This has been going on for ages, look. So we'll just have a look around this side and see if we can, have they got any pictures of what it's going to look like? 'Cause I can't believe how busy it is. No, there's no pictures on it. But it's all surrounded by this hoarding. But yeah, that building there was the old J.R. Taylor store. It's been going for a long time. Was it about 100 years or something? Yeah, anyway, this is the square. Let's have a quick look at the square, shall we? I can hear some more music now. Is that just coming from where I've just been, or have they got another band down there? But yeah, the square is actually now open. Funny enough, the last time I was here, all this here was closed off up to that point there, and they've opened it up. So what they've done is they've redesigned it. So we'll go and check it out, shall we? Some quite nice stores here in St Anne's as well on the square. They've even got some stores here that Blackpool doesn't have. They've actually got a W.H. Smith's. And Blackpool, we lost our W.H. Smith's ages ago. Oh, hi Mark, you okay? I just met Mark there, and Mark told me that there's music all over the place. It's not just in the Ashton Gardens, but this band are playing over here. Look at this, all this here was all closed off last time. Look, it's all opened up, look at it. And they've still got some barriers up, but look at how open this is now. They've narrowed the road here, can you see? And we've got a band over here, look.
Thank you. If anybody should want to dance, thank you very much.
Well, there's plenty of places to dance here. I'm not going to do any dancing. But yeah, this is St Anne's Square now after they've taken all the barriers down. What do you think? It's a bit more relaxed than Blackpool on the whole. I mean, there are some parts of Blackpool that are relaxed, you know, but in general Blackpool is a little bit brash on the main drag. It's not for everybody, and if you want a bit more of a relaxed trip away by the seaside, why not come down the road here to St Anne's? Right, I'm just going to cross over the road here. We're back onto Clifton Road again. So looking back that way is where I started, down there. Ashton Gardens on the right hand side. Just over here we've got a massive pub. It's called the Lord Derby. It's a Green King pub, and that's sort of looking, you know, we've still got the Kite Festival to come, I think. We've still got the Kite Festival here in St Anne's, so there's something for this dog here. Nice T4. Just over there we've got the Majestic's apartments. It used to be the site of the Majestic Hotel, and if you have a look at those, look at the gate posts, can you see? So those will have been the entrance to the Majestic Hotel, which stood on that site there. Not sure when those were built, they look a bit like 70s, something like that. Those gate posts are grand, aren't they? Now just here we've got St Anne's, or Living St Anne's Council. It's just called Fylde Council these days. It used to be called Fylde Borough Council, I can remember, but now it's now just Fylde Council, and this looks after St Anne's, Lytham, Fairhaven and Ansdell. They're the 4 towns which make up Live in St Anne's. Fairhaven's a place that's got the lake. And Ansdell, which is in between the two, is where the Royal, is it the Royal? Yeah, Royal Lytham Golf Course is at Ansdell. So there's the pier. We've got St Anne's Pier. Let's have a little look at that and we'll have a look at the beach as well. It's massive here in St Anne's. I do quite like the way that the town has been designed with the main road there, St Anne's Road, lining up with the pier. So let's take a little look at the pier, shall we? Nice frontage to it. Missing some of the letters. Could do with some. What would it take to just fix some of these letters? St Anne's Pier. Got fish and chips over. Oh, smell those fish and chips. That smells amazing. Okay, I've just come down the other side of the pier and just look at all these people here on the promenade. Wow. Look at it. This is St Anne's, folks. Let's have a look on the beach. Look at this. And we are on the estuary here, the Ribble estuary, and that means that we have got a massive beach. And it's very rare that the tide comes in to the pier, so you don't need to worry too much about the tide coming in. Let's have a look at the pier, shall we? So there you go, St Anne's Beach. You know what, you could walk out there for miles before you get to the waterline. Well, they're having fun here in the paddling pool and the bandstand. I'll just show you some of the hotels. You know, we've got some pretty big hotels here in St Anne's, you know. So this is the St Anne's. I actually had a look round there. Oh, when was it? Is it after the lockdown? Michael showed us round. Just up there we've got the inn on the prom. So there's quite a few big hotels here in St Anne's. That's the Dalmini over there. Now I'm just in these, look at these gardens there, aren't they amazing? It's just that we're suffering a little bit of a drought at the moment. So everything's, all the lawns are brown, but they will come back. And we've got a fountain here which is not on at the moment, probably to save water. I remember coming here one winter and that fountain was completely frozen over. But yeah, this is one thing that Blackpool doesn't have. It doesn't have gardens. It doesn't have extensive gardens on the front, does it? You know, on the promenade. I mean, we do have those big massive lawns, don't we, which they did when they put the new promenade in, but it's not quite the same, is it? Look, they've actually got flowers here. Maynard's, Newcastle. We're in the island now. This is the island. Now we've got a cinema over there and an arcade. Just here we've got a swimming pool. The YMCA. I just want to take a look down here because there's a boating lake down here. Now it's all been drained. I don't know why. I saw it on Facebook and they said, what's going on with the boating lake in St Anne's at the island? It's all been drained. Look at this here, look. This is where you get your pleasure boats. There won't be any pleasure boats today. Look at that there, look. Does anyone know what's going on here? It looks a bit of a mess really, doesn't it? I wonder why they've done this. Just over there we've got the, is it the View Cafe? That's a cafe there, but they're not looking out onto much at the moment, are they? Look at this. Yeah, that's a bit of a mess, doesn't it? If anyone could let me know what's going on with that. Anyway, we'll carry on. Just here we've got an old railway carriage here that's turned into a cafe, a takeaway. Station Cafe Bar. There is a sign up saying that there's no seating inside. But yeah, it's an old railway. Old railway carriages. Gift shop there, look. I've just come down the side here, we've got like a little pitch and putt golf course there and a little train track that goes around narrow gauge train track. And just over here we've got a Toby Carvery. Have we got any Toby Carvery fans? Oh, it's kicking off with the dogs. Let's have a little look at the world famous St Anne's beach huts. Look at this. Wow, they're all taken by the look of it. Look at this. St Anne's beach huts, it looks like every single one of them is taken today. Amazing. And let's have a look at the view they've got. Look at this. I can't believe it. Every single beach hut is taken today. So here's a look back on the beach huts. Just over there we've got the mini golf course. You can see the Grand Hotel. Look at that there, the Grand Hotel. You know, many stars have stayed at the Grand Hotel. And I tell you who stays there as well. You know the Red Arrow pilots? They all stay there at the Grand when they do the Blackpool Air Show. Anyway, let's have a look over here, shall we? This is looking down the coast towards Lytham. As you can see, just look at all this room. Like I say, you don't need to worry too much about the tide coming in as well. The only times that the tide will come right in is when you get like a new moon or a full moon, but most of the time there's a massive beach to use. Just look at that. Isn't it grand? As a helicopter flies overhead here in St Anne's. Well, I came down to St Anne's today for a little bit of peace and quiet, but funny enough, it's not really been all that peaceful, has it really? They've got the music festival on, of course, and they're playing music all over the place. So a little bit quieter here on the promenade, but that was a little look around St Anne's. I've not been down for a little while. But like I say, the Grand Hotel, what a lovely building that is. And like I said, the Red Arrows pilots, they all stay there when they come to do the displays at the Blackpool Air Show. But I'm going to leave it there now. That was St Anne's on the Sea here in Lancashire, just down the road from Blackpool. I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos. And I'll see you again on the next one.